we have and explain some of these, and then we'll pass you over to Elsa and she'll go through some of her collection also. So we're going to go through the jade suit. There's during the Han period, which was from 206 BC to 220 AD, so these pieces are extremely old. It was very popular for Chinese emperors to be buried in suits made of jadeite, so extremely rare. And here you can have more than 2,500 pieces of jade covering the whole entire body. And one emperor actually had a piece made. It takes many years for these jade suits to be made. And one emperor had a suit made for his eventual death, but by the time that he had died, he'd grown quite fat. And they had to actually add another 1,000 pieces to ensure that it fitted him. So he wasn't buried for a while. And we'll move on to a close-up of no we won't, we'll move on to some white jade pendants here. Now, as I said, white for many years was actually very prized for its colour, and it was said that if you were told that you had skin as white as jade, then it was the highest compliment could ever be paid to a lady. So we do have some beautiful pieces of white jade on board. And actually this year for the Olympics, you know how most times the Olympics you get a gold medal, a silver medal or a bronze medal? Well, for the Olympics in Beijing this year, they had one side solid gold or silver or bronze, and the other side was a piece of rare white jade. So that was something quite unique to the Beijing Olympics this year. And white jade, we do have a few beautiful pieces. We're going to move on to a white flower, and this is a white jade flower with 8 petals there, and it was part of a larger piece which would have been used in hair ornaments here, and extremely rare, an absolutely beautiful piece as well. And we'll move on to the dragon headdress here as well. Again, part of another elaborate headdress. So this would be something which would be quite heavy to wear and quite unique. And this is one complete piece of jade. So there's no joins in this piece of jade. So it's all completely carved there. One continuous piece of jade. It would have taken many years for the artisan to produce this beautiful piece of work. And we'll move on to a green and red snuff bottle. Now this piece here is extremely rare. This is imperial jadeite, and it's got some exquisite carvings here. And this one here actually was valued at just over £142,000, which is about $300,000, and that was many years ago, so it's probably much more valuable than that now. And this here was something which many Chinese emperors collected these in the late 17th century. So many Chinese emperors collected snuff bottles, and if you were given one, it was a great honour. So if you were a dignitary or another part of royalty and you were given this, it was a great honour, as it was something which was beloved by the emperors there as well. And we'll move on to the Buddha jar as well. And this is one that has 101 carved Buddhas in this jug here, and this is a stunning piece of jadeite here as well. And in 1996 this was valued by Christie's to be £285,000, which I think is about $600,000. And that was over 10 years ago, so extremely rare, and over 101 carved Buddhas there as well. So that's just a little bit about the history and a little bit about the technical details of jade, nephrite jade and jadeite. So we'll pass you on to Elsa Chan, and she's going to let you know all about her beautiful collection that she's brought on board for us, so we're very lucky. And if you do have any questions, please leave them to the end.
Thank you, James. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Elsa. Very lucky for me to come to Diamond Princess to meet you today. And I've been many other ships for my jade jewelry show. And this time I bring quite a lot of the brand new pieces, and hope to enjoy it and come to see me this after the talk, okay? Yeah. And yeah, I try to explain those is the table ornaments. And it's also carved from one piece of stone, not jointed, no glued. And the craftsman is really clever. They will carve it according the piece of the jade and see which part is the nice for which the animals of the branch, or just to match it nice looking for the table ornaments. And these two pieces, it takes around 6 months to carve it. And you can see the top one is the lavender jade with the brown one, and the top with the piece of the animal is the deer. The deer means longevity, and the branch pieces means carved in flowers as the prosperity meaning. And they also comes from one piece. And you can see it's very amazing. It's from one piece of the stone. They got green color and brown color, and also have the lavender color. And the second one also come from one piece. They have green and brown color.
Oh, okay.
And they carved these pieces takes a year. So it takes a long time. You can see the delicate workmanship here. Yeah, actually, this is a nice piece of the jade beads and the jade rings. It is created by the Christian Dior for 1982, yes. And then the price will be quite expensive. It's 282,000 pounds when in auctions in Singapore around 10 years before. So it's a really nice piece. Okay, the jade is they comes from different places, not only from Burma. They do come from South Africa and America, and even Taiwan and Australia. They do have the jade. But those kind of the jade is so we just tell it's a piece of the green stone. They don't have the life. Just like the Burmese jade, they do have the life, because when you wear all the times, they will become more transparent, more even color, and that means more value is increased. That's what I'm telling about. And even New Zealand, they have the jade pieces come from. And this is a nice piece of the imperial jade ring, and I created for